What do you do if your Facebook ads aren't performing and your cost per lead is just way too high? Hi, Lewis here, and Facebook ads underperforming, cost per lead going too high. This shit happens all the time to Facebook advertisers and business owners that are running them. So, you launch ads, you're feeling confident, you think you've got a belter creative, you think everything's in the right place, but, you put them up and then you get shat on by, the court of public opinion on Facebook, Instagram, etc. So, this ain't failure, it's normal, it's the process that you go through, but the question is, what do you do next when this happens? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna walk you through a home improvement client of mine that had a really small budget, which is often the case with a lot of these small businesses. They have a small budget, and what we did to ensure that cost per lead was kept as low as possible. So I have a client called Energy Windows. They're based out in Staffordshire. They're a window and door company operating through Staffordshire, Cheshire area. And our goal for this client was to keep cost per lead under 25 quid. Now for construction, Summit usuals between 20 and 40, but he had data in his account already that was getting leads at about 40 to 47 pound with a previous agency, which is fine. It gave us a load of data to work with. So we just wanted to get this down to at least 25 pounds or less. So because he worked with an agency, didn't quite get the results he wanted in the past, we had to start with a smaller budget, which was about £500. So the strategy here was we had to be ruthless, we had to be tactical, and we had to be quite fast because we needed to really demonstrate concept and demonstrate that we could, get the results that he was after. So, what we did here was we could only really test with this amount of budget with one campaign, one ad set, and, 3 ads within that ad set. We checked the performance of the ads every 3 to 5 days. It wasn't a set and forget strategy. You can't really do that. You do need to be looking at these ads. And what we did is we tracked the cost per lead basically. That was like the most important metric with your ads is it getting results? The clicks, the click-through rate, etc. It's all quite important stuff. But what I'd recommend first is, and what we did for this client is we ran them to a lead form, because if you can't generate results to a lead form, you're not going to be able to do that to a website, you're not going to be able to do that to a landing page. So start with the lead form, make it easy for his potential or their potential customers to just not come off the platform basically. Coming off the platform is another barrier. Yes, you'll probably get better quality leads, but in the first instance, get some results by using the lead form. So that's exactly what we did to start off with here. So if the cost per lead was creeping towards the £25 mark, we'd keep a close eye on it. And if it surpassed the mark, what we'd do is we'd look at which creative performing best, we'd do a bit of analysis on it, and we'd choose the winning one. We essentially would replace the one with the higher cost per lead going towards our target, and we'd just make a variation of the winner. To be honest, it's as simple as that. Once you find one that's doing well, make variations of it, keep doing that, and eventually you'll get a set of ads that perform really well, and you'll find winners doing that. That's your one responsibility as an advertiser, is to find the winners and keep making variations of it so you can keep testing it, keep things fresh, and you can keep achieving results. So the key principle here, or the mindset you need to have when running Facebook or Instagram ads for your small business or your agency, etc., particularly if it's local or, like I said, a small budget, then you need to watch performance closely, kill underperformance quickly, double down on what works, keep making variations of the winning ads. One great ad won't carry you forward, particularly if, you're targeting a smaller geographical area. It will end up fatiguing eventually, so you need to keep an eye on it, you need to keep things fresh, you need to give people what they haven't seen before, essentially. So, competition's changing all the time, so you can keep an eye on that as well. Algorithms evolve. What worked last week might not work this week, so you've got to keep the testing process up to reduce cost per lead and get you the results that you deserve to get for your business or your agency. Couple of key takeaways here. Your first ad definitely won't be your best one unless you somehow stumble lucky and just find the right formula straight off the bat. Your best ad won't stay the best for that long. You need to keep making iterations, variations of it to make sure you maintain the results, you maintain freshness for your audience. So if you treat your ads kind of like a science lab and you keep testing, you test, then you'll win more often than not. So like I said, the best advertisers are the ones that are consistently testing new things, making variations over and over again. So if you've got a small business and you want some help here, I run a marketing agency called WA5 Marketing, and we've been helping small businesses from financial sector businesses to construction businesses. So if you'd like some help or you'd like to chat, then please reach out. Also, if you like the video, subscribe, give me a follow, give me a comment here, let me know what kind of content you want to see, and we can go from there. So nice one, and see you in the next one.